Hello there, everyone. Zantok here with Nonary Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Virtue's Last Reward, the second game in the Zero Escape series. Now, of course, as you know, this game's already been played on Twitch, and this is all just archive footage, so if you'll just give me a moment here, I'm going to jump back to a previous point in my timeline, and we'll continue with the game. We made our way down the hallway, and at the end, waiting for us, was everybody else. Hey, what's with the gang's all here? What's up?
Nothing's up. We left our room, headed left.
And ended up here.
Sigma, let me see that map you found earlier.
Oh, right. Yeah, they had to take a much longer route. Oh. No matter which door we took, all of them led back here.
It's the map we found in the lounge.
The lounge?
Oh, we found something like that too. Our room was an infirmary.
That's so. Found ours in the crew quarters.
Maybe we should sit down for a bit, exchange information.
No. There's plenty of time for that after we check out this elevator.
This is just like the other floor.
These doors have colors on them too. The one on the left is green. The one in the middle is blue. And the one on the right is red.
Are these chromatic doors? Look.
Well, what do
there's
you
a
think?
box here. It looked like the ones we saw earlier.
Lock. Yeah, well, budge.
Yeah, just like the other doors. No good trying to force it open, I suppose.
Is something wrong, Alice? You've been staring at your bracelet.
The colors are different.
Oh. No, I'm fine. But it looks like my guess was right. The numbers have changed.
The numbers have changed? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, the time left. Oh, that. Looks like 2 hours and 6 minutes.
Ah, for fuck's sake. You telling me we're gonna have to just sit around here for another 2 hours?
Jesus.
Yeah, looks like we don't have a choice then. We gotta head back. Clover, how about you show them that note we found?
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Huh? Was it something about supplementary rules? Because we found a note just like that. It was in the infirmary.
Yeah, we found one too. It was in the safe in the crew quarters. Here are a few more rules for you. Once you've opened the door, you can hop through it as much as you like. The chromatic doors are like that too. Once you open them, even I cannot stop you from going in and out of them. Any color of the bracelet can go through them, and as many people as you like. But you have to escape before you can take advantage of the free reign rule. But once you've activated a chromatic door and gone through it to the puzzle beyond, it won't let you go back until you solve the puzzle. If that's true, then we can all go back the way we came and get into the warehouse.
I don't think Zero's saying we can. I think he's saying we have to. Otherwise, what's the point of that key card?
You mean this? The Ambidex room key.
We found some too.
That makes 6 then. 1 for each AB room.
Let's head back to the warehouse.
So when Zero says jump, we say how high, huh?
If you don't like it, stay here. Stupid angry mutt watching the door sounds about right.
Asshole. Better hope I don't have rabies, you self-satisfied old turd.
Jeez.
Well, what's it going to be? Are you going to go back with us? Or are you staying here by yourself?
All right, fine. I'm going.
Back in the crew quarters.
So, this is the crew quarters, huh?
I'm going to take this moment to go ahead and look at our hidden file now. So let's see. Primary chromatic door. There are a total of 7 varieties of chromatic doors in the Nonary Game facility, one for each of the following colors: cyan, magenta, yellow, red, green, blue, and white. White will require all of actually, because it only takes 3 people. I don't know. The primary chromatic doors will open at a specified time. Participants can see how much time is left until the primary doors open by pressing the buttons on both sides of their bracelets. Secondary chromatic doors. Several conditions must be met by the group that enters the primary door in order for the secondary door to open. There must be 2 paired bracelets and 1 solo bracelet. The colors of all 3 bracelets must together form either the color of the door that they are trying to enter, or its complementary color. That's kind of hard to remember though, so let's look at it like this. Alright, so let's just give me these combinations here. But what I'm curious about is that we saw in the next group of doors, and the previous note as well mentioned that we also have red, green, and blue doors, but there's no rule for how you create red, blue, or green to go through. Because red, I thought maybe, oh, well, maybe red and red, but no, that's cyan. So I'm not sure what that's going to be. And white is all the colors combined, but you can only have 3 people. But you have to have a duo and a solo. So that doesn't, something's not right there either. There's got to be some rule changes that are going to happen. EU stands for erotic units. No, it doesn't. EU is a system developed to measure a combination of physical, emotional, and situation attractiveness. It ranges from 0 to 20, where 20 might be Marilyn Monroe and 0 might be Gilbert Gottfried. RIP. For the curious, Danny Trejo rates 16 EU. Just being sexy does not guarantee a high EU rating. Not to be confused with competing systems of hotness or sexability, the EU system weighs a number of factors such as practicality, sustainability, emotional investment, and the bias of the observer. Women with a high EU rating have usually mastered the art of the tease. Okay. Grandpa videos. A collection of films that Ten Myoji has gathered. Their content isn't really explicit per se, but they still aren't really appropriate for someone Quark's age. It should be noted that the term does not imply the videos contain grandpas or grandpa-like actors. Sigma's cat problem, part 1. Sigma has a strange verbal and possibly psychological tic, which causes him to make cat puns whenever he talks about cats. The cause of this behavior seems to be an experience he had as a child. When Sigma was in preschool, there was a deserted house near his school that everyone called the Cat Mansion. He'd always loved cats, so every day he would visit the Cat Mansion and give the cats that lived there some of his lunch. One day, he realized that he could understand what the cats were saying to one another. A magical black cat appeared and told him that it had given him this gift in exchange for giving food to its fellows. But, the magical cat said, part 2, "You can never tell anyone about your gift," the magical black cat warned. "If you do, you'll be cursed." But young Sigma was so happy about his newfound ability that he slipped and told a girl about it, so the black cat cursed him. His curse was to speak only in cat puns for the rest of his life. Fortunately for him, a magical white cat came along soon afterward, felt the curse was a little too harsh, and lessened it, so that he would only talk in cat puns when he talked about cats. And they lived happily ever after. What the fuck? Phone! A device that converts sound into electrical signals and transmits them over a wire so that can be decoded and played back from the other end. It's useful for speaking to people who are far away. The invention of the telephone is generally credited to Alexander Graham Bell in 1876, but there is dispute in some circles as to whether or not this is the truth. In the game, there's a phone in one of the cabins. You can't call outside the facility, of course, but if you try something like 5309 or 6969, other numbers might do other things, so give it a try. We did. And the first one made me unhappy. Whew.
Just as the note said. We had no trouble getting in here.
That means we can go to the infirmary or the lounge.
Yeah, we can check out any of them.
Hey, look, Grandpa! They got a poster of a lady in here! It looks like the ones you got back home!
Oh, so they know each other?
This one's pretty hot.
Oh my god.
I think we're talking at least 14, maybe even 15 EU.
Agreed.
I sure would like to take it home with me. Fortunately, I don't think this is really the time for that.
Alright, I am now glad that we didn't pick Tin Miyoji to go hang out with.
Let's keep moving.
Whoa, hold on. Grandpa? Since when were they buddies? Or have they always been that close? In other words, they'd known each other before the Nonary Game, and if Quark was calling Tin Miyoji Grandpa, maybe they were even related. Alice and Clover seem to be close too. Just how many of these people know each other already?
Let's go, buddy. I can't wait to get out of here and back to my, grandpa videos.
Dude.
Oh, you mean the ones you keep in the locked cabinet?
Shh. You're being too loud, Quark. You have to say these things quietly.
Right. Alright, so we're back to Warehouse A. Oh, I guess I can erase my notes now. Oh, hey, Bunny.
Oh, you're finally done?
Yeah?
You were taking so long. I hopped off for a little nap.
Listen, man, I overthought things and I confused myself. It's fine.
For yawning? Really? You're just a computer program. You don't get tired.
I mean, that's not necessarily true.
Yo, my temper's got a hair trigger, and you're awfully close to pulling it. So I'd watch my mouth if I were you. Otherwise...
Well, you really need me to spell it out.
Forget it.
That's a good boy.
Alrighty, let's get back to what we were talking about earlier.
Yes, please, give me more information.
Namely, how do you get more BP?
I mean, I always thought it through Pokemon battles, but hey. Oh, Sigma said something about the AB room, and it said, look! We've got some keys for them right here. Kay and Quark have 2 each, so we've got 6 altogether.
Who goes into what room?
That doesn't really matter. Anybody can go into any room.
But there are only 6 rooms.
Didn't I tell you? The 2 members of a pair share the same destiny.
Then you mean both members of a pair need to go into the same room?
Yes.
What do we do after we go into the room?
Play a game.
Oh dear.
Just like it says on the door. You play the Ambidex game!
Wait, what's ambidex supposed to mean anyway?
I would guess it's short for ambidextrous. Most use the word to refer to the ability to use both of one's hands, instead of favoring the left or right. But it can also be taken to mean someone who is duplicitous or two-faced.
It's a game of betrayal, then.
I guess you could put it that way.
And what's the Nonary Game?
Oh, that refers to the whole enchilada. The Nonary Game is a game where you try to open the number 9 door and escape. The enigmatic game is just a mini game you play as part of the larger one.
Okay.
Make sense?
Like hell. Shit is confusing.
Is it? Or is it that you're just a few carrots short of a bushel? What do you think, Leo?
You arrogant little bastard.
Well, that's just how I am. So you better get used to it. Now, could I have you all move to the AB room, please?
No.
I'll give you more specifics once everyone's inside. I think it'll probably be easier to understand that way.
Kay, Quark, and myself each gave one card to Luna, Alice, and Tenmyoji. Then we headed into the AB rooms. There wasn't really any discussion about who'd go into which door, but Fi and I found ourselves heading toward the leftmost room. Looks like everybody else has gone in already. Think we should head in
Why are
too?
you asking me? Just hurry up and get in there.
Okay, Jesus.
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
What? This game's got a time limit too? Wait.
Something wrong?
No, nothing. There's no one
What are
here.
you talking about? Of course there isn't anyone here.
Well, yeah, I know.
Let's get inside.
Alright, yeah, sure, whatever. So I guess we all have the
This looks
same
just
puzzle.
like the room we woke up in.
Yeah. Well, there's one thing that's different.
That screen.
Yeah. Looks like there's something on it now. The evidence game will now begin. To enter your vote, please touch the start button on your screen. Once you have entered your vote, the door will lock automatically. It will not open again until the polling period has finished. Oh. Oh, I don't like this.
Shit! What the hell are you doing, you idiot?
Oh, what? I follow the directions! I just pushed the start
Did you
button.
even read what it said?
Yes?
Once you press that button, it locks the door for 40 minutes. Now, thanks to your stupid ass, we're stuck in here for almost an hour.
Oh, really? Gee, I couldn't tell
Yes,
time.
Really? Ugh.
Hey! Looks like everybody's closed their AB gates.
AB gate?
That's the door to the AB room, silly. You're in the AB room right now. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be continuing my earlier explanation. Now, let's get this party started. Let me tell you about the AB game.
Yeah, please do.
Since it's a game, you're obviously going to have an opponent. But it's not like this is a battle royale where you just fight everybody. Each round will be a one-on-one battle. Mono a mono, or mono a womano. Well, there are 2 people in each pair, aren't there? So it'll be more of a 2-on-1 battle, I guess. Now, I imagine you're all wondering who your opponent is going to be.
You a little bit.
It's actually really easy. You'll be competing against whoever you paired up with to go through the chromatic doors.
Oh.
For example, Siggy and Fido paired up with Alas and went through the cyan door, didn't they? That means that Siggy and Fido will be playing against Alas. And it goes the other way too. Alas's opponent will be Siggy and Fido.
Obviously.
That means Potassium and Cleaver's enemy will be Henrietta.
Took me a second to be like, who's Potassium? It's like, ah, K. Makes sense.
And B.O. and Quirk's enemy will be Mooney.
Well, I guess enemy isn't really the right word, is it?
No.
After all, if you choose ally, then they're your ally.
Okay.
Don't get it? Well, don't worry.
Is this Prisoner's Dilemma?
Zero the Third explains it all.
First, I want everybody to focus on the screen on the device in the back of the room. You should see A, ally, and B, betray on it. Do you?
All you guys have to do
Is pick! Just pick one of those easy options!
What's the catch, though?
We'll go up or down, depending on what you pick. It's a little complicated, and some of you are a little slow. So, I made this handy chart. The plus and minus are from your point of view.
Okay. So if we both pick ally, we'll get then we'll all get 2 points. But if I pick ally and they pick betray, I lose 2. If we both pick betray, nothing happens. And if I pick betray and they pick ally, I get 3 points. Huh. So once somebody gets a 6, they're very much incentivized to betray. But then the other person would also know that they're going to betray. So why not go for 0? But oh dear. This would be an interesting thing to like make a whole thing out of.
So, let's say you choose ally, and so does your opponent. You'll get 2 VP, and so will they.
and you'll all get a nice warm, fuzzy feeling inside.
We call that
The best pals outcome.
I mean, yeah.
Puts a smile on your face, doesn't it?
Next is what you get if you choose ally, but your opponent chooses to betray. If that happens, you lose 2 BP, and they get 3. We call that the stupid jerk face outcome.
I mean, that's fair.
Stool with some tires.
The third choice is the opposite of that. It's when you choose betray, but your nice, innocent opponent chooses ally.
This time, you're the one who gets 3 BP, and they're the one who loses 2. We call that the serves them right outcome. I mean, what?
Workshop the name.
Choosing ally was a stupid choice, and there's nothing for you to feel guilty about. And finally, the very last scenario. This is when you choose betray, and so does your opponent. If that happens, neither of you gets or loses anything. Absolutely 0 change in BP.
Boring.
But what do we call that
We
one?
call this the why even bother outcome.
I like it.
As the game master here, this is the situation I want to avoid the most.
You're probably wondering about the pairs, aren't you? No, let me explain. Remember how I told you that both people in a pair share a destiny?
Yeah.
That applies here, too. The 2 of you only get 1 vote. You get to choose once between ally or betray.
That doesn't mean you split your points, though.
You both get 3 points, or lose 2 points, or whatever. In other words, what you see on this chart is what you get.
Makes sense.
Okay then. I think that about does it for the basic rules. Well, actually, there's a little bit more, but it'll just have to wait, I guess.
Okay. What? Why does it have to wait?
It'll be okay.
No, it won't.
30 minutes remain until Ambidex Game polling closes.
Anyway, I've gotta hop along now. Don't do something harebrained and wait until the last minute. You've got plenty of time, so think it out.
And if you don't pick anything, then you're just going to probably die.
Bye-bye now. Have a nice trust.
Man, what are we going to do?
About the AB game?
Well, yeah. Should we choose ally or betray?
Yeah, it's a tough call.
Well, my thought process is, let's not make enemies in round fucking 1, guys.
This is really kind of an interesting game.
It is, actually. I like this thought experiment.
Seems like it's based on the prisoner's dilemma.
Mm-hmm. What's that, Sigma the dummy asks?
You've never heard of it? It's a thought experiment that uses game theory to examine why people do or don't cooperate. Let's say Apple and Banana have committed a serious crime.
Apple and Banana.
I just gave them the first names I thought of.
I guess you're hungry.
Anything? Anyway, Apple and Banana are caught by the police and sent off to separate cells far away from one another. In other words, there's no way for them to contact each other. And they're not like telepaths or something. So that's the setup. You following me?
Yeah, keep going.
So, a detective shows up. He visits each cell and tells them both exactly the same thing.
That their friends sold them out and
Goes
whatnot.
something like this.
You can both clam up if that's what you want.
Sojiro?
We're gonna have to put you both in the slammer for 2 years if you do.
I just started recording Persona 5, and I'm hearing Sojiro coming out of this detective.
Now, if you flip on your pal over there, tell me everything. I can get your sentence reduced to 1 year. That means your buddy will serve 15, but that ain't your problem, right? Of course, if he decides to spill the beans, it goes the other way. He gets 1 year. You get to spend 15 years eating government cheese. You're probably wondering if both of you confess. Well, I can shave off a little time for saving you trouble, but you'll still both do 10 years. So, punk, what's it gonna be? Gonna give me what I want, or you gonna keep that trap shut? Of course, I told your partner the same thing I just told you. I wonder if you can trust him to keep the cat in the bag. No rush. Give you plenty of time to think about it.
Well, Applehead and his pal Banana Man, they like to roll the dice. What? What? Bad apple, bad banana. So that's the prisoner's dilemma, huh?
What would you do? Say you were in Apple or Banana's shoes.
Man, real world prisoner dilemma, that's a tough one to answer. If my erstwhile criminal associate Banana is going to keep his mouth shut, then the best choice for me is to spill the beans. I mean, it also depends. It's like how well you know each other and like their situations. Like if I'm Apple and like I know Banana has like a big family situation going on, Banana's gonna sell me out so he can go back to his family. He's not gonna spend 15 years there. There's no fucking way he's gonna risk that. And if it's somebody that I don't know at all, man, I'm gonna fucking send them the 15 years because I just, yeah. God damn, okay. That way he only served 1 year. But what if he confesses too? And the smart thing would be for me to do the same. After all, if he cuts a deal and I don't, then I'll spend 15 years in prison. If I confess, I can shave 5 years off of that. Then it seems like the best choice is always going to be to confess.
Interesting. But you're forgetting something important.
Which is?
That Banana will be thinking the same thing.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
So you'll both confess, and you'll both end up serving 10 years. Do you get it? If you both trusted each other, then neither of you would have served more than 2 years. But because you both made the decision based on your own self-interest, you're gonna spend 8 more years in prison. In other words, the logical decision leads not only to a less desirable outcome on the group level, But also a pretty shitty situation on the personal level, too. You see now? The A-B game is the prisoner's dilemma.
Yep. They are pretty much the same thing. If we trust Alice, we can both increase our BP by 2. But if we don't trust each other, in the long run, it won't benefit either of us. I mean, if everybody is smart and not dumb as rocks, 3 rounds of being allies, mutual allies, gets you to 9. But what if somebody wants to get there faster so they can get out and fuck everybody over? Then you got a fucking asshole in the group.
Yeah, but this is where it gets interesting. Let's say for a moment all 9 of us are on one team. Who would we be playing against?
0, of course.
Right. So we can assume the 9 of us are fighting 0 in the AB game. If you look at it that way, what would we want to do to beat him?
Kill him.
Just look at the point totals. Say we all picked ally. What would our total points be?
5. Well, 2 times 9 is 18, so 18 points.
Okay. Now let's say one of the pairs chooses betray.
The pair who pick betray will get 3 points each, so in total they'll have 6 points. For the solo they betray will have 2 points subtracted, so the total gain for that game would only be 4 points. The other 2 groups would choose ally for that round, right?
Yeah.
Hypothetically. So for the other teams, you'll get 6 each, which will give you 2 times 6 is 12. Plus 4. 16 points total.
So, what does that tell you?
If we consider all 9 of us to be on the same team, we need to all always choose ally to get the most points. If even one person chooses betray, the total points we get goes down.
In this game, if each individual acts for the benefit of the whole group, everyone benefits. But if everyone starts looking out for themselves, it'll impact the group negatively. And eventually, it'll impact them negatively too. If all of us choose betray, then the group gets 0 points. Ultimately, nobody benefits, not even the individual. In other words, selfish but logical decisions hurt everyone. And they hurt you.
Well. Okay. I think I get it. What you're saying is that I should pick ally. What?
I mean the opposite.
What?
If you're going to make the most logical choice here, the only option is betray.
Why? You just explained why that was a terrible idea.
No, I didn't. It's not the prisoner's solution. It's the prisoner's dilemma. Even though there's an outcome where everybody's happy, the choice you'd have to make for that outcome isn't the rational one. You want to pick it, but you can't. A dilemma. If we choose ally, and Alice does too, then yes, it'll be great.
Yeah.
All 3 of us will get 2 points. That would be ideal, obviously.
Also, don't make enemies in round fucking 1. You make enemies in round 2 or 3. Round 1, you play nice.
And it would help everybody. But what if Alice chooses betray?
You don't know she will. But our BP would go down to 1.
Right. And if that happens, we're screwed. So
20 minutes remain until Ambidex Game polling closes.
unless we can be certain that Alice will choose ally, we don't have a choice. We have to choose betray.
Nah, fuck that.
Unfortunately, we don't have any way to know that for certain. That means we have to make the rational choice. It would be great to make the right choice, but we can't.
I'll knock you out. There's a fire extinguisher in here. Hey, did you just say we're screwed? If you don't mind telling me, what did you mean by that? I'm guessing something happens if our BP hits 0, right? I mean, the way you said it sure makes it seem like something's going to happen. Do you know something? You do know something. What are you hiding? Yeah, you know, there's been something weird about you from the moment we met. I mean, for starters, how'd you know my name?
Oh, knock it off. This is getting old.
I don't care if it's getting ancient. This is important. I don't know you. But you seem to know me somehow. The only explanation I can think of is timey-wimey bullshit. Or you're working with Zero. One of the two.
What about you?
What?
Are you working with Zero?
Nah, fuck that. Why would you think that?
You're too calm.
I have been explicitly not calm this entire stream.
You wake up trapped in some kind of twisted game and it doesn't even faze you?
That's because I play video games.
Seems normal.
Oh, come on. I can ask you the same
Don't
thing.
change the subject. We're talking about you. Maybe you actually do know me.
What? Where the hell did that come from? Look, I already told you. I never seen you before in my life.
Sigma. Just let it go. Our time's up. This is it.
This isn't the first time they've played this game. And ours says solo here.
Before it ends, I wanted to tell you thanks. You know we're about to die, but you still stuck with me.
So 999 starts out at the beginning of the cycle. You have to do a good ending before you can unlock the true ending, which involves time, memory, psychokinesis bullshit, let's be honest. But this time, we're not on the first cycle. We've already failed once. Interesting.
So, thank you, Sigma. Goodbye.
Are we on the fucking moon? What was that?
What's wrong?
I saw another timeline. The explosion.
Explosion?
I think there's a bomb somewhere in this building. I'm not sure, but it sounded like it was on a timer. You and I were trying to stop it, but we couldn't do anything,
Whoa, Sigma! Calm down.
No.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
What's it now?
My head.
It hurts?
A little bit. Yeah.
You know, you said it hurt when you first woke up in the AB room, too.
It didn't just hurt. It felt like it was going to explode.
Are you alright?
I think
Maybe
so.
you should rest a little.
Yeah, maybe I could just lay my head on your lap?
Of course. I shouldn't have worried.
Fine, I spent the rest of the time until the door opened in silence. The AB game was forgotten as I tried to make sense of what I'd seen. Had it been real in any way? Or was it just a hallucination? brought on by stress or maybe some strange drug they dosed me with while I was out. And it seemed real though. Was it a premonition? I just stifle a bark of laughter at the thought. Seeing the future? This wasn't some crappy sci-fi novel. This was real life. Things like that didn't happen. I was just tired. The stress of the Nonary game was probably getting to me more than I thought. I was tired, and I was emotional. A hallucination was strange, but really, it was perfectly understandable. But, what if I wasn't losing it? What if I was fine? What if it hadn't been a hallucination? I sat there for what felt like hours, my mind running in circles.
Five minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
I mean, every time I see the 5 minutes, I just think of the Halo announcer. And then they keep talking, it's like, wait, no, that's not right.
All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Oh, I thought they'd die. Okay. What the hell was that?
What? Do you need a translator? If you don't vote fast enough, then it'll set your vote to ally. Make sense? Or do I need to use smaller words?
So if you plan to pick ally, then you don't even really need to go into the AB room.
I guess not. We're already in here, though. So we might as well figure out what we're gonna do. What's it gonna be, Sigma? Ally or betray?
Why are you even asking? You made it pretty clear that we should choose
Well, I
betray.
didn't say should.
Girl.
I just said we didn't really have a choice.
That's the same thing!
It's completely different. The former is an active opinion. The latter is just passive information.
Whatever. You still want to betray, right? Then why did you ask me? So, we never really finished our conversation from earlier. You said that we'd be screwed if our BP dropped to 1. What did you mean by that? Is something going to happen if our BP gets to 0 or something?
We die.
What?
If our BP drops to 0, we die. The needles in our bracelets activate.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Well, how the hell do you know that? Zero never said anything about it.
No. I swear, I don't. I know somehow.
Because you got a vision from another timeline,
There's just
yes.
this feeling I've got. Like, that's what'll happen.
Oh, come on. That again? You fed me the same line when I asked you why you knew my name. How can you know all these things when there's no way on Earth... Wait, did you see it?
What?
Did you have some sort of, I don't know, premonition?
What? What the hell are you talking about? You sounded like a crazy person the first time, too.
I mean, that's fair. So then, you haven't?
Seriously, Sigma, are you okay?
High stress situation, probably not.
I think there's something wrong with you.
This was wrong. Fi was supposed to be acting strange, not me. Instead, here she was asking if I was okay. But what if it wasn't just her? What if I was losing it too? I groaned. My head felt awful. It was like someone had thrown my brain in a food processor and hit puree.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
Hey, it's almost time. What are you gonna pick? If you aren't going to do it, then
No. I'm the protagonist. I'm picking. I'll do
You're
it.
gonna choose betray, right?
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Alright. Take it away.
30 seconds remain until Amberdex game polling closes.
I stood in front of the selection screen and took a deep breath. This was it. I ran over my options one last time. There's only one possible choice. Oh, can I not? Ah, shit. I was gonna stop the stream there and have the choice be at the start of the next stream, but I can't save the game. Damn it! Fuck! Ah, God damn it! Fucking game. I wanted to put the cliffhanger. Ah! It also would have given me a week to think about things. But I think it's pretty clear what I'm going to choose. I've made no real secret of it. I don't like the idea of the betray. I see where the math is coming from. Because if you betray twice, then, hey look, you've got 9. But if you betray the first time, the second time, people are just going to assume you're going to betray again. Because then you'll be at 9. Why the fuck would you not betray on the second round after you did it the first round? And so they're going to hit betray 2. And they'll get a 0. And then you're kind of screwed. So why the fuck would you do that? There's no way that that's a winning solution. Plus, just in anything like this, don't make enemies in round 1! What the fuck's wrong with you? That's a stupid play. No, we're not choosing betray. But choosing betray is a stupid choice.
Round 1 of the Amberdex game has been completed.
Now, if she picked betray on us and we lose points, I might look a fool, but I stand by my fucking decision.
Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Amberdex gates now opening.
Technically, we did betray Fi because we told her we were going to choose betrayal, and we didn't. As Fi and I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running toward the projection, shoving and pushing to get closer. Some of them were probably heavily sweating.
What the hell were you thinking?
I was thinking smartly.
Did you hear anything I said?
Yeah, and you were being stupid! Yeah, I was, and yeah, I did. Well, I want to believe in Alice.
Not really a rational decision.
No, I didn't say it was! I know.
Yo, what's up?
Ghostface?
Siggy! No! Hey, what are you kids doing over there?
We're chatting.
We're about to announce the results.
Alright, calm it down.
Let's go. We'll find out if you made the right choice.
Alright.
Good. Looks like you're all here. Finally.
Let's get ready to rock!
Amberdex Game! Round 1! The results!
If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
Ooh, alright. I stand by my decision. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and end this episode of Virtue's Last Reward here. I'm sure some things happened. People probably talked. Maybe we saw the puzzle or learned an exciting revelation or so. I'm not sure. This all happened for me months ago. But hopefully, it was a good episode. At least I had a lot of fun, playing through it. And we'll see you all in the next one. Bye, everyone.